from Hollywood and the four corners of the world. You asked for it. Starring Rich Little. Here's the star of You Asked For It, Rich Little.
Welcome to the only show on television that takes you around the world in 30 minutes just because you asked for it. Tonight you'll see fireworks, France's one-woman circus, and much more. But first, I got a riddle for you. When is a dog not a dog? Answer, when he's a ham. That's what we're going to show you tonight. Some dogs that are hams. They're the cinema celebrities of dogdom, the matinee idols of the mutts. On cue, they can portray any condition except poverty, because what they make as actors should keep them in doggy yum-yums until they retire to the old actor's kennel. Kathy Raditz of Meriden, Connecticut, you asked for it, and our Desiree Goyette, well, she really got it. Watch.
Now, isn't this a nice setting, Rich? Just an ordinary day and an ordinary dog, right? Wrong. This is no ordinary dog. This is Harry, a movie dog trained by Carl Miller to go from huggable to horrible right on cue.
Carl started in 1963 as an obedience trainer for problem dogs.
Any dog can be trained. There's a certain degree you can go with some that you can't go with the others.
When Carl first gets a dog, he says it takes about 10 weeks just to get to know one another. Then there's another 10 weeks of actual training before they're ready to train in the studio. As you may have guessed, it takes lots of time, lots of love, and lots of that ever-popular reward. Then it takes another full year of working as an understudy in the studio just to get used to the noise, the lights, the overhead microphones, and cables on the floor.
After about a year of exposure to the set, the dog finally puts his foot forward in front of the camera and woofs for the first time. And at the end, on a cut, when everyone applauds, the dog's tail starts wagging, and you can see he wants to do it more.
Here's good old Scruffy from the Ghost and Mrs. Muir. He doesn't have to work anymore. He's already made the Animal Hall of Fame.
Oh, I hope I don't have to sleep through cocktail hour.
Now, how many times have you seen this scene in a movie? What is it? What is it, Leo? You want me to follow you? What? Ever wonder how it's done? Watch this.
Put your feet up. Feet up. Speak.
What is it, boy? What's wrong? You Matt, want me to follow you?
Go on up there. Go on. Jump. Stay.
My goodness, Carl, this is really, really heavy. Now, what do you use this for?
That's a German-made, fine leather, tough attack training jacket to condition dogs to attack people safely.
What does it cost? My gosh, it must be very
Well, a
expensive.
complete outfit costs about $1,000.
Oh, boy. And these are the pants?
Oh, yeah.
And what is this for? I imagine it's for your leg?
No, that's a sleeve for the arm to train the dog to attack the arm.
Gee, this is really heavy, Carl. Now, obviously, an actor can't wear this while you're filming, so what do you do? What do you wear?
Well, while we're actually doing a shot, we wear nothing but this, the costume. Get it!
You all right, Carl? Carl, you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Harry's playing with me. Good, Harry.
Well, as you can see, training these animals is no easy task. And the next time you see one of those one-minute dog food commercials, you can bet it took a lot more than just a minute's worth of time and effort. We had a great time today, thanks to Kathy Raditz of Meriden, Connecticut. Oh, what's that, Leo? Oh, I almost forgot. You asked for it.
The only bad thing about a dog actor, Desiree, they overact and they really chew up the scenery. Next, the screen explodes because every day is the 4th of July and you asked for it.
And now back to Rich Little.
You know, people always say I saw fireworks when they're talking about a real emotional experience. And it is emotional watching them burst on the night sky like flowers of fire. But where do fireworks come from? You'd probably say China, right? Well, they do come from China, but what about New Jersey? Jill Zifchak of Clemens, North Carolina, you asked for it, so we flew our Leah Erickson to Vineland, New Jersey to see how fireworks are really made.
You're looking at one of the most magnificent fireworks displays in the United States. Jill Zifchak, you wanted to know how these spectacular fireworks were made. Well, we're going to show you the secrets of a fireworks factory in New Jersey where it's the 4th of July every day of the year. On an 8-acre site in Vineland, New Jersey, the oldest, still operating fireworks company in America hand makes thousands of professional shells every year. The Vineland Fireworks Factory is owned by the Jerome family, Nick, Rocky, and Phil, the 10th and 11th generations of a fireworks-making family that stretches back 200 years to their Italian forefathers. Every assembly process has its own building and is set far apart from the others to prevent chain reactions. Each building has multiple doors, one for every worker, in case she or he has to beat a hasty exit. No matches, lighters, or even cigarettes are allowed on the grounds, and anti-static clothing is worn at all times. Those beautiful aerial explosions start here, believe it or not, in a steel wash tub. Specially prepared metallic formulas are mixed with water, then compacted in preparation to become luminous stars. Different metals are used to create different colors. Copper for blues, barium for greens, sodium for yellows. The bread-like loaf is then sliced, diced, and set out to dry, soon to become sparkling points of intense colored light floating lazily in the sky. Next, the stars go to a mini assembly line where skilled workers make shell of shells, small rockets carried aloft by larger shells. The stars are loaded first, then some blasting powder, and next, a lid pierced by a 3-second fuse is glued on. Finally, the whole cardboard shell is wrapped in pasted paper and set out to dry. In the final assembly of a 5-inch shell, a large container of flash powder is inserted first. Next, 6 smaller shell of shells are placed on top, and a mixture of colored stars and blasting powder is poured in. The shell is closed, tamped, capped, and tamped again. And at last wrapped in a string. When this shell blows, a shower of light and 7 huge explosions will light up the night sky.
Fire 1, fire 2, fire
Is it all
3,
worth it?
Fire 4.
For 11 generations of Jeromes, the payoff comes in that first burst of starry light. For over 200 years, the Jerome family has been doing a sensational job creating the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air. And tonight, it's all here because you asked for it.
You asked for it is sure getting hot, isn't it? There were incidentally a few $1,000s worth of fireworks in that sign. Every night, this show provides you with a classic. Now, a classic is something that's a perfect example of its type or class. And this next gentleman has plenty of class. Here's Jack Smith, the original host from the earlier You Asked For It, with which, well, we wouldn't be here. Wonder where we would be. Here's Jack.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you. Since its first telecast way back in January 1951, You Asked For It has traveled the world to answer your requests. Now, in the original version, we filmed some 2,500 features. Well, for this film of exciting motorcycle action, we went to Mexico back in 1957. Just watch.
The fabulous police drill team of Mexico City, one of the most unique trick riding teams in the world, following commands with military precision. This formal drill is considered a part of their regular training, but the spectacular stunts you'll see these Mexicans perform in the next few minutes are innovations of their own, practiced on their own time and at the risk of their own necks. More riders join them to form the 8-men pyramid on sides, front, and back. Finally suspended far out, inches from the ground. Preparing now for a 16-man pyramid, 5 cycles. Dangerous? Yes. Since Mexico's motorcycle police drill team was organized in 1925, 4 men have been killed doing these stunts. Every member of this team seen here today has had at least 1 injury resulting in broken bones, and yet they never give up. The Romana Grande. Two men and the potros, the wild horse ride. Two cycles moving, and they call this the monstruo, the monstrous pyramid. 16 men. Higher and higher. The top man unfurls the flag of the Republic of Mexico. Another memorable performance because you asked for it. Gracias, señores.
You know, I've heard of carpools, but that was ridiculous.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
And now back to Rich Little.
If you'd like to see a spot as hot as Camelot, or people strange, the world will range to bring you what we've got, then write us here. Be quick, my dear. We're off just like a shot to film in Camelot. That was Richard Benton. The address is, you asked for it, P.O. Box 1980, Hollywood, California, 90028. How many endangered species are there in the world? Hundreds? Would you say thousands? Well, you're looking at one of them right now. and she may be the last of her kind. Well, Irving Mention of Brooklyn, New York, the circus clown may be a vanishing breed, but they're not quite gone yet. Because you asked for it, our reporter, Janet Langhart, found a one-woman circus in Bienne, France, where the old traditions are still going strong.
20-year-old Valerie Fratellini, rehearsing for the evening show, may be the last clown in the most famous of European clown families. The Fratellinis have been performing in circuses since 1846. You'd never know by watching her as the showtime approaches that the clown business is in serious financial trouble. The Fratellinis run a circus school in Paris, and tonight's performers include the best students of the year, who are all professionals now.
And I get to join the Cherie, the opening parade, but keep your eye on Valerie!
Of course, clowning is part of Valerie's act, but there's so much more, including trick riding. Clowning in Europe includes some very risky trapeze stunts, and Valerie performs without a net. Fratellinis take pride in their independence. They've even refused government aid. But the other forms of entertainment are pulling audiences away from the circus. At the same time, costs are going up. And Valerie's generation may be the last of the famous Fratellinis. Valerie and her mother, Annie Fratellini, join in a specialty number. Valerie as the white clown with the bad heart, and Annie as August, the shabby clown with the good heart. Annie is the most popular clown in Europe, and the family is so famous that a street in Paris, Fratellini Palux, is named after them.
It's a sad story, but somehow the clowns are able to take the tumble and come up smiling. We've shown you how popular they are. After all, we've come all the way to France to see the Fratellinis, because Irving Mention
What would we do without the great clowns of the world, huh? Emmett Kelly, Red Skelton, Billy Carter.
We'll be right back with Rich in a moment. And now back to Rich Little.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time on... Good night, everybody.